It's 6 o'clock.
Good evening, Gibson City United Methodist Church. I'm Susan Schultz, your Facebook page administrator, here with day 7 of our Chrismon ornaments. And I'm going to scoot that out a little bit. Tonight we're going to look at a Chrismon that has a symbol that has several variations to it, and it's one of the most, well, it's the most widely known symbol of the Christian faith, and that is the symbol of the cross. So most of the information that I share is written on the backs of these. There are a few pieces then that I try to dig a little deeper, but I just want you to know that Melody Ferguson, the person who made these, actually supplied most of the information that I am sharing here in these little video segments. So, the cross. This is the Latin cross, and it represents the kind of cross upon which Jesus was crucified. So that's pretty standard. The next one, I think, if you've been in our sanctuary and been near the altar table, might look familiar. It's the Latin cross, but it's on a pedestal, and it's called the Calvary cross. And those 3 steps represent faith, hope, and love. Whoops. I never knew that. I just always thought that was just a fancy pedestal that our altar table cross was on, but apparently it has meaning. Faith, hope, and love. The cross with the crown of thorns symbolizes the crucifixion of Christ and his suffering. One that's a little bit similar. This is a cross. This is known as the Easter cross, and it is symbolized by the Latin cross entwined with lilies. And the last one is the Celtic cross. This is the one that has a circle at the top, and it represents eternal life. And I did do a little digging to see how to pronounce the word Celtic, because I've also heard Celtic. And apparently, by the 18th century, it was the hard sound of the K that became the most popular use. So it's the Celtic cross, and the soft C with the S sound of Celtic, according to Merriam-Webster online, it says that that's reserved for sports teams like the Boston Celtics. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but that would explain why I was confused and never knew really how to pronounce it. Celtic cross, eternal life. I also wanted to, I wondered why the fish symbol, which is also a really popular, well-known symbol for Christianity, when did we start using the cross, and how did it replace the fish? And I was able to find that from Christianity Today publication, that back in the, let's see, it would be the 2nd century, Justin Martyr, a writer at that time, mentions the cross, and that Christians would often stand to pray with their arms outstretched, so in the position of a cross. And that by the 3rd or 4th century, they're not sure, but archaeologists found a signet ring with many Christian symbols on it, and one of them was the cross. So somewhere in there is when the fish started to get replaced a little bit with the symbol of the cross. So I will put all 5 of these crosses on our tree, and I guess we can reflect. Of course, there's just, gobs of references to crosses in the Bible, so you can look those up. Hi, Linda. Um, One of the ones that just always springs to mind for me first is, the charge to pick up our cross and follow Jesus. So maybe tonight, when we think about preparing for the coming of the Messiah and what that means, and what it means for us in our lives today to pick up our cross and follow Jesus. So, thank you for joining me. I learned a lot on this one, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, maybe hopefully in the afternoon, and we'll pick up another Chrismon. Have a good night. Hi, Marcia. Yay! I didn't know who would be watching on a Sunday night, but it's good to have you both here. Thank you. See you tomorrow.